Hi everyone and welcome to this historic interview. This is the first interview I'm making here in my now 3D printing studio with the Taiwan shop. So to celebrate this, I wanted to give you some gifts. And
thanks.
We do have a special world unique broccoli version.
Oh, jeez.
The Taiwan bear.
This is so cute. Look at this. He has a tiny broccoli. Look at this. Wow.
And the reason for why it has a tiny broccoli is because we are here with Mr. Broccoli himself. For those of you who have not yet seen this very, very tall Russian YouTuber, who are you and what are you doing here in Taiwan?
Yeah, I'm Huayacai Broccoli. I'm from Russia. I've been living here for almost 8 years.
8 long years.
Which went by just like...
Let's take everything from the beginning. Why Taiwan? How did you end up here?
I would never be here if it wasn't for my wife. My wife is Taiwanese. It was about 10 years ago. We went to the United States. We participated in a work and travel program. And, you know, there are a lot of different students coming from different countries. Yeah, basically it was my first time I saw my wife there. This was my first time I saw Taiwanese people in my life, basically.
So the first Taiwanese you saw was your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was her. Our perception of Taiwan at the time was it's more like in the category of poor Asian countries for most people. But I knew that Taiwan was kind of rich because we learned about 4 powerful Asian tigers, as they call them in Russia, like Hong Kong, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Singapore. So at that time I knew Taiwan is not poor, but I didn't know anything about this culture. And through my wife's stories, I learned about it. And after some time, we just kept dating. At some point after this nice summer, we started thinking, what should we do with our relationship? Because I mean, I'm from Russia, she's from Taiwan, like completely different cultures, different countries. It's like, I don't know, so 13 hours away. I came to Taiwan to see how everything is here. I fell in love, honestly, because it was winter. It was January, as I remember. January in Russia sucks. It's cold. You don't want to be outside. And when I came to Taiwan in January, I was wearing shorts and t-shirts. Some people look at me like I was dumb because, you know, Taiwanese like wearing like a lot of clothes. But I was feeling good. It was good. And I thought at the time, okay, Taiwan it is. We'll try to move here.
So just like, because your wife will be watching this. So like
you
fell in love with your wife before you fell in love with Taiwan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So how long time did it take then from like your first visit in Taiwan to you being like married, knowing like, you know, this is the wife I want to have, and also I want to like stay living in Taiwan?
I had the idea that I would marry her after I decided to come to Taiwan. So basically, after the United States, I already started planning how to arrange everything for us to be a family, because if I had no this intention, I probably wouldn't come, you know. Yeah, and then we had a long 1.5 year of long distance relationship. It was not easy, but because we had this, you know, like final destination, I would say this final target, we knew how to arrange it. We had steps, so it was not that hard.
And there was never a discussion like if she should move to Russia.
No, I wouldn't do this because first of all, I don't think it's easy for Taiwanese people, especially girls, to live in Russia, because Russian people are not that nice. And
you seem pretty nice, and I think that the other Russians we've had here on the show feels pretty nice too.
Bro, Taiwan changed me, really.
Okay.
I wasn't that nice. I didn't even smile. I mean, I would smile sometimes with my friends.
But then your face freezes, so like you cannot like stop smiling.
Yes, like what am I doing? This is weird thing. Pretty first week, I was walking back home, and because you know these Taiwanese alleys, they're all, you know, like wavy, blah blah blah. You don't even know. My first week in Taiwan, it was so confusing. I couldn't even find my apartment. And I remember one day I was walking back home in this dark, you know, dirty alley. And there was a man in front of me. So in Russia, this situation puts you in more like, you know, dangerous mode, where you would think, okay, who is this person? What is he doing here at this time? I need to be more aware of my surroundings, you know, like be ready to, you know, like some conflict.
Like hands in your pocket and like squeezing your phone and your wallet like as much as you can.
Yeah. And I was also, you know, I was like pretty serious, and the man was walking in front of me, and sometimes he would, you know, like turn his head back and look at me. Here we go. Here comes the problem. Let's go. My first fight in Taiwan. Here we go. He turns back again to me, and I say, I couldn't speak Chinese, so I just ask him in English. I say, what are you looking at? And the man like froze for a sec, came to me, and I thought, okay, let's go. Something's going to happen. Say, buhauisi, like wakandao ni milula, ni gai bujadao ni jadzanama wakibania. And we started like talking, and I said, oh my God, this is like the nicest person ever, you know?
And speaking about overcoming cultural or at least language barriers, that is something that a sponsor of today's video, FUNDAY, can help you with. As I hope you know by now, with FUNDAY you can access real live classes every single hour between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. Taiwan time. And you can attend classes covering not only different topics, but also different difficulty levels. And in addition to their real live classes, their platform also offers a lot of other ways of learning English on your own 24/7. For example, by taking a mock TOEIC test or reading one of their many English articles with, of course, a dictionary and other tools to help you understand everything you read. And when you do click the link down in the description, not only will you get a free consultation call with FUNDAY to confirm your current English level, not only will you receive 2 FUNDAY classes for free so you can check out the real live classes yourself, you will also get a 10-day full access trial to explore the entire platform. And as if that was not enough, if you do use my personal coupon code Lukas, you will get 1,000 Taiwanese dollars off your order as well. And if you want some more information, you of course have all possible links down in the description below. But for now, let's head back to Broccoli and the rest of this video.
Taiwanese are like so nice. Like random person thought about me at night that I couldn't find my apartment. He came, helped me, spent some time, even without like speaking English, and talking to me, a foreigner who couldn't speak Chinese. It was so amazing, and it started changing me, you know, because people treat you differently in Taiwan.
I'm a little curious because you said you already knew a little bit of Taiwan, at least like one of the tigers. Talking to your now wife, what did she tell you about Taiwan before you moving here? And what was like the biggest difference that now, after living here in Taiwan for so long, compared to the image you had before coming here?
When I came to Taiwan for my first time, let's say, I already had some sort of perception. I saw Taipei 101, you know, it's like beautiful skyscrapers or something. But then I just realized Taiwan is a big, nice village, you know? To me, it is. First of all, I mean, it's, I don't want to offend Taiwanese people, but a lot of buildings, they look old, right? And coming to Taiwan thinking, okay, this is like the biggest country that produces chips for iPhones. They should have some flying cars, you know? It should be like, you know, on the highest level. And then you come and then some old lady, you know, cooks some tofu in front of Taipei 101. And you think, wow, what's going on? It's like, this is like some cyberpunk, you know? This is the mixture of new and old. And to me, it's more like a huge, nice village because people treat each other nice, no matter how much money they earn, no matter their, you know, like job position or whatever in society. People treat each other nice. I learned a lot through my wife's iPhone camera because when we had this long distance relationship, we used to do like, you know, some
like
video
FaceTime
calls,
stuff,
yeah, FaceTime stuff. And she showed me a lot of, you know, situations on the street. So she would walk to work, for example, in the morning, we would call and I would just see what's going on in Taiwan.
Speaking about your wife, has she been in Russia?
Yeah, she's been in Russia. She loved it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, she loved it.
Okay. Was there any like difficulties there, or like anything that she pointed out that she thought was weird or not getting used to in Russia?
I mean, first of all, she would treat everyone as she would treat Taiwanese people, and it was wrong because I mean,
she would just like follow random people in the alley and it's like, hey, show me the way.
Do you need some help? Yeah, do you need help? So, no, it was the thing that shouldn't care about safety measures at all. You know, it would be like in Russian MRT. I wouldn't say it's dangerous, but still, if people see you withdraw some large amount of money, I mean, they would, you know, track you and stall it probably. Nobody cares about it in Taiwan, right? You have ATMs. Until this point, I still wonder why they put ATMs right in front of window, like at 7-Eleven, so all passerbys can literally see you type in your PIN code or something, right? There are a lot of 7-Elevens with these ATMs.
I never thought. This is a very Russian mindset, I think.
Yeah,
I never thought about this.
To me, it is strange. I mean, like in Russia, it's like so private. Russian ATMs, they're in some sort of secret rooms. You go, sometimes you open them by your fingerprint, and they're all without windows. So you just go there.
This sounds even more dangerous. I wouldn't go into like a private room to like take out a lot of money.
But there are like cameras, so at least if something happens, everything is recorded. But at least no other people can bother you. But in Taiwan, you know, like you withdraw money from ATM at 7-Eleven and people eat around you. Some people just check it, you know, so everyone is walking around.
So now it's been like 8 years here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Is there still anything that you have not gotten used to after all these years?
I'm not used to a lot of things, actually. I think it's impossible for a foreigner to get used to most Taiwanese things. Some things I'm used to. For example, my wife is Aboriginal, and they have their very, very distinctive culture. So to me, this was easy to get used to, even though it's like very, very different from anything you would see in Europe. Because they have some Aboriginal festivals, they wear Aboriginal clothes, they drink Xiaomi Joe, right? They have some other interesting stuff. But this part of the culture, of Taiwanese culture, it was easy for me to get used to. Some other cultures are still hard. So, for example, even simple things such as wearing slippers outside is still hard for me.
Okay. To be fair, though, it's like minus 40 degrees in Russia, like all the time. At least that's the stereotype I have. So it feels like those rules are there for a reason.
Even in summer, is still there's like a list of unspoken rules which people cannot do. These like tiny simple things are hard for me to accept. Even eating with other people at the restaurant, you know, they have this kind of binjo culture. If the restaurant is packed full, the owner would say, okay, you just sit with this lady, you know, and there's a tiny table and you are eating and almost touching your, you know, like hands with some old lady and you're eating together kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And she's watching her video, you're watching yours, and sometimes it's like awkward silence because she would say something in Chinese, right? And at the time you couldn't speak Chinese, you just look at her, yes, doi doi. So this was also hard to get used to. And until now, still, you know.
Speaking about different cultures, that is one of the many things we can see on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I just realized this today as I did some research for this interview. We started YouTube like the same month.
Oh, really?
In like August 2018. And I started like 2 weeks before you making like YouTube videos.
Wow.
You started like YouTube and learning Chinese.
Yeah,
pretty much at the same time.
It was a bad idea. Huh? 我学中文，对吗？什么？什么？
What can we see on your channel for those of you who have not yet checked out the Broccoli vlog?
Mostly I'm concentrated on travel content and difference between like Russian culture and Taiwanese culture. Interview with foreigners pretty much.
You just went back to Russia, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of cool content in Russia.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the Taiwan bag made its way all the way to your, was it your grandma?
Oh yeah. I go to my grandma.
Yeah. It's like, what is this for? Fishing.
I'll tell you what, Russian people love Taiwanese food actually. You know these
really?
Fish stripes?
Yeah. That's my wife's favorite snack.
Oh yeah?
Like, yeah.
But your wife is Taiwanese, of course.
Yeah, she's Taiwanese. But it's like, out of all the Taiwanese snacks,
oh, yeah?
I was like, that's her favorite. And she eats that and seaweed. For like snacks. And that was like the first culture shock that I had. That my Taiwanese friends were like giving me like seaweed.
Yeah.
And I thought they were like just making like a joke on me, you know? They're just like, like this is like what we eat. But they were like serious. Like they literally eat like seaweed. And I was like, what the
Yeah. Actually, now we are getting more and more stuff from Asia. We used to have this seaweed in Russia, even when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if it was Taiwanese, probably Korean. Taiwanese should market seaweed better. You see, Korean is taking the market. I can eat everything now. I can even eat this uto. It was also weird.
You say like even like uto, as if that would be like worse than all the other things that we have mentioned.
No, but I mean, you see, we have just original potatoes, right?
Yeah.
You have similar dishes pretty much.
Yeah.
Northern cousin, right? You know, you look at it and you know it should be salty.
Yes.
It shouldn't be sweet. You cannot eat it, you know? Why is it sweet? I cannot take it. But yeah, after I learned Chinese, I finally could order food by myself.
It sounds like you are pretty much set on like staying in Taiwan for the foreseeable future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was like my next question, if there was any like talk about the future of moving back home to Russia, but it sounds like Taiwan is your home now.
I think we would not go to Russia, but I would need to plan how to get there more often. Because when we have kids, when my parents get older, I would like to see them more often, you know?
Yes.
So at this point, I would need to think how to make it happen. Because now, you know, there is a huge problem for most foreigners. I went back to Russia and it was my first time in 4 years. So it's been a really long time. And sometimes it's really hard to live somewhere, even in a beautiful place such as Taiwan, without seeing your parents.
Yeah.
Because parents get older, you know, you see them changing. You go back home, you see your grandma, you know, she looks different. It makes you feel sad, you know, because these basic things in life, you know, you need to sacrifice something. We chose living in Taiwan, even though we love it, even though Taiwanese people treat us nice, even though we can speak Chinese and everything. But we sacrificed our family back home. So this is the only thing that bothers me now. Because I want to have a bridge, you know, between Russia and Taiwan so that I can go there anytime, you know. So this is the only thing I worry about. Other than that, everything is good. Taiwan is amazing.
I have to ask, why broccoli?
By broccoli, I don't look like broccoli anymore, but when I was younger, I had a curly hair.
Oh, so it's because of your hairstyle?
Yeah, and Taiwanese pretty much called me broccoli. Say, oh, your hair looks like cai.
Oh, I thought it was because you love broccoli.
No, I don't really like broccoli.
Jesus, okay.
It's just hairstyle, yeah. Because it looks the same, like the same shape as you gave me your bear. Pretty much the same. I had the same. It was like curly and messy in the morning, and people made fun of me. Say, okay, 看起来像花椰菜. So, okay, yeah, sounds like a good name.
And if you want to see some more travels and some Taiwanese food eaten by some Russian family and friend, please do remember to subscribe to Broccoli Vlog if you haven't already. You, of course, have all possible links down in the description below, together with some links to the Taiwan shop as well. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.
Bye-bye.